Good morning, friends. Shannon here, or you may know me as Shan-anigans, but Shannon is my name. In this video, we are going to be continuing on with the Order of the Frilly chapter house that offending commit, challenged us members to create on our own island. I am Silent Arrow in the Order of the Frilly. And so we are in our third build. Thank you for coming back and watching my building of the mountain. It's kind of a monumental type build. I mean, it's big. I've never built anything this big. I know with Reeps, he created a couple of mountains on one of his islands, but he did the building of the mountain. I really just helped bury the trees and the greenery, and I wasn't really involved as much. I may have helped build up some of the mountain parts, but for the most part he dealt with the mountain build. I was just an innocent bystander. And so in this video, basically we're just continuing on to build up our mountainside, and I'm also changing out my biome dirts. So little unknown fact, Stefafa and I were building on her island, and it was before her bayou build that she's been showing you guys. And we built this one area and we flooded it with water, and we learned really quickly that the orange desert biome is quite harsh on the eyes. It's very sparkly when the water gets on it. So I want to go through and and I know I'm not going to have water on my mountain other than the falls that I create coming off of it, but otherwise there's no water really on the mountain. But I decide I want to have this darker hue as my main color for the mountain. I want the desert to still stay the orange. And anyway, we change. I wanted the reddish hue. My husband calls it brown, but I suppose it's a reddish brown color. I don't know. You can choose what you think it is. And I am going through and changing it some down here on the ground, and then we'll be building more as well. And then I get to a point where I kind of use the changing of the dirt as a change out, because you dirt print for a while and then you kind of feel like you need to slow down a little bit, because you start to get going through your dirt printers before you realize that your chargers aren't necessarily getting the ones that are used up done quick enough. So changing the dirt out kind of helps spread out the time a little bit and gives the chargers more time to catch up. And then I'm going to be coming into a section here where I actually got a phone call, and in doing so, I hit pause. And when I was done, I forgot to hit unpause, so I lost some footage. And rather than try to figure out what I did and what I needed to recreate, I decided to just
one eternity later,
skip it and not worry about it, because really it was just building up some of the land, and you didn't miss much other than a lot of dirt printing. So we went to the next day and just continued on from there. It made more sense than to try and recreate or dismantle what we did and recreate it, and it's just dirt printing I don't want to have to redo. And at some point here, I'm going to go over and grab the dirt printer or the chargers, because I got to thinking that even though my space is fairly close to where we're working, it was still would take enough time for me to run over and pick up or put things on the chargers and pick up old things, that it made more sense to just bring them back with me. So you're going to see where I fly over here, grab 2 printers, and come back and place them up top there so I can just run up the mountain, throw it on if I, depending on where I'm at. And it goes a lot quicker, so then I can get the empty dirt printers on right away and save myself some time. So we just continue to build up this super secret society build, and dirt print my little heart out. Have you ever noticed, so there's these little clouds of smoke, and it's so cute because you walk, you get the little clouds of smoke when you're in the dirt, and even when you're in some of the pathings, but it's just so cute. And I feel like we're all like just little tiny pig pens. I mean, for those of you who know who Peanuts are, the pig pen is just always got that little cloud of smoke all around him, and it just, these little puffs of smoke, or not smoke but dirt, just make me think that we're all just a bunch of little pig pens. I know, silliness. And as you saw on the one side, I did the fall, kind of a little trickle down feel, as I was going for a really small look to a fall. And then this side, there's a lot more, almost like walls of falls in the corners. And I might revisit how they look as we go on, but as of right now, I haven't completely decided. So our little walkway may change a little in how it looks. We'll see, because I don't want to create too much lag with too many water beds, so we'll see how it goes. And at this point, I was wanting to change the biome a little bit more, but I didn't want to get down, so I just did what I could from the air. And since you can actually dig from a top, it makes more sense sometimes than to do the up and down. Lots of dirt printing. And it's funny, I have no real it's not like I have a super plan in my pocket of what I'm going for exactly. I'm just kind of winging it and adding in the dirt to try and make it all feel natural, and like it in the long run, I want it to seem like it was always there. And those trees off to the side, that's my tree farm. And I grind a lot on this island of getting materials, and that was how I was trying to get beehives. And I have to say, right now, what you saw there is just single file lines for the trees. And I'm not getting anywhere near as many beehives as I was when I was intermittently putting my trees. So I'm feeling like the best advice I can give someone who wants to have a tree farm is mingle them. I would put like gumwood and blackwood and pine, and then I would just do an alternating burying of the trees, and that got me a lot more bee houses than just a single row of a single type. So, and you could see off to the right there, I have a friend, a not so nice friend, who's going to come visit. Gotta love the wildlife in Dinkum. And if you can master handling the crocs and the bush devils and the wary moos, because they're all the more aggressive wildlife, then you can pretty much do anything in this game. You just have to get past that. And I remember when I first started, this would have terrified me to try to do. And now I taunt them and then kick their booties. So anyway, I'm getting to the end here of this particular video. I decided to put like a little rock wall down in the water to try and reduce the potential of not so nice visitors joining me up on my mountain or at the base of my mountain ready to attack as soon as I come down. And so there we go. We are out. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. I hope to see you there.